Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was a lost, but now I'm found. I'm blind, but I can see. When I was 14 months old, I was shaken. While I was being shaken, my head was hit so hard that fluid began to build up on my brain. I didn't have medical attention for 10 whole days. The Department of Health and Human Services says that 1,000 to 3,000 children are affected by shaken baby syndrome. 2/3 of those children will die, and 80% of them will have permanent damage. As for head injuries or traumatic brain injury, the Center for Disease Control and Prevention says that the one age group that is at the highest risk to be injured by a traumatic brain injury is the ages 0 to 4 years old. Now, I could go on and on about the statistics of all the things that I was able to overcome and survive, but that would just be boring. So, I would much rather talk about the fact that I didn't die from the shaken baby syndrome. Now, as for my permanent damage, well, if you ask my math teacher, they might say that I have a traumatic math injury. Or my eyesight is just enough to get me in trouble, just not enough to get a driver's license. But one day that is going to change, let me tell you. I already have something that I am going to discuss with the DMV about my one good eye and the one good eye that people are using when they're actually driving. Okay, so anyway, enough of that. Now, there were days, very dark days in my life when I felt very hopeless. But there was this inner spark that began to get brighter and brighter as people around me began to help me feel more hope, such as the grocery clerk that would just say, "I hope you're having a nice day," or friends that invited me to stay for dinner, they're going to set an extra place, and perfect strangers that would have extra room at their table or on the row that they were sitting on. And they would invite me. And those small gestures that anybody can do, you have no idea how much hope that could be for someone who is having a dark day. So I suggest 3 things that anybody can do to be statistically resilient. Number 1 is recognize those resilient moments. Number 2, celebrate those resilient moments. And number 3, share them. Because as you share them, somebody's inner spark that might have been going dim is starting to get brighter and brighter and brighter, like mine. I decided that my inner spark had to be a little bit brighter. So I decided to let it out. So, am I bright enough for you?